So we are having a look at the market as on Sunday, 17 July 2022. Let us have a look at, before that, we'll just make a disclaimer. This information on stock markets and the presentation is for educational purpose only. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any decisions on buying, adding, holding, selling of stocks. We are not liable for any gains or losses made by you. The objective of the course is to spread financial literacy and make you aware of what is happening so that you don't take wrong decisions. Please consult your advisors. So this is the Nifty 50-day chart. Okay. And if you see this with the last week it was in the supply zone, that is the resistance, and now it has come back below that. So from 16,220 levels, it is in this range since quite some time now. See the week chart also. It is in this range only. Last 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th week. Last 5 weeks, we are in this range. If you see the live chart, here is the Nifty 50 chart. Here is the Nifty 50 index. On the day chart, this is what we saw just now. So markets have fallen from 16,600 levels on 3rd of June. It has come down to the level of 15,182 and moved up to 16,280 levels, and once again coming down to 15,980 levels. This week also the market is likely to be moving in this particular range only. It is actually sideways consolidating market. The week next, that is around July 26, when Fed is going to increase, we'll see further some drops. Maybe it will come in this support zone around 1560, 1570 levels, 15,650, 700 levels. So this is one zone where it is going to take a support. Okay, and if you see, it went down on 20th June to this levels, and then once again it has come back. So the first support is at this levels, which is 15,750 to 15,600 levels. Okay, and once it goes below that, it can come down to 15,397, around 400 levels, up to 15,190, 200 levels. So that's the Nifty. For the roundup point of view, not much has changed. Market is sell on rise. So whenever it is going up, it is coming down at the same rate. Okay. So in a week, the volatility has happened. From last week, 16,220 levels, we are currently at 16,049 levels, 16,049 levels. The upper level resistance is between 16,190 to 16,587. Support is as 15,785 to 15,580 levels. Market range for this coming week is going to be between these levels only. Inflation is at its peak. Demand is reducing. Growth is getting affected. Some mild recessions are likely to happen. Semiconductor chips situation is easing out, and that is why we are seeing the auto sectors. We'll be seeing the auto sector in little depth today. Supply side and logistics issues are there, but they are getting resolved. So it is also one of things which is better. Mild recession is a possibility in US, and little heavy recession is possible in the Europe side. Commodities are down. Crude oil is down to 104 levels this week. Metals and staples are still going down. Okay. Bankruptcy is one of the problems which is being faced now by many countries. Around 17 countries in the world are in a position where they don't have sufficient funds to carry out their day-to-day requirements. And some of them are our Asian countries also, like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Nepal, Okay. So we find this problem very acute. And recently, as I mentioned in the chat, that the Chinese are facing a real estate problem. And in the Beyond News was that the problem is very severe. And around 50% of the people who have taken loan EMIs, they have stopped paying because they have not got the housing back. So there is a problem which is happening in the real estate, which can be as bad as the 2008. Okay. Will the market come back to normals? That normal level is not seen as of today. The 75 BPS is what is likely the interest rate on July 26th, and in the September it will be around 50 BPS. Liquidity crunching is going to happen as the Fed and the RBI will keep on continuing with the increase in the interest rates. War situation is problematic, still going on. World economy is facing a lot of problems, growth related problems. Okay. Mild recession, as I told you. Crude oil prices have come back to, okay, this week it has come down to 97 levels. 1 or 2 quarters we'll see this kind of problem happening. Whenever you have an opportunity in a good quality stock, after doing the fundamentals check, go and purchase in small quantities if you want, depending upon your capacity. But there is a possibility that market can go down to 15,500 levels also. Is inflation under control in India? This is a problem which we are seeing. It is still not in control. It is going to be a problem. The problem is increasing. Agri commodities and metals prices have come down, but still it is not completely down. The possible inflation around December level will be coming down from 7.5 something to around 6.5 levels. The FIS selling has reduced a little bit. So you can say in this week it has reduced a little bit. Okay, it is not in something like 2,000 crores, 3,000 crores. But on Wednesday, July 13th, it was quite heavy. Okay. The month of July, you can see the FIS, it is continuously reducing. So this is July 11, then 8. So not very heavy selling. If you compare with your DIs, the DIs are adding on a regular basis whenever the sale is happening. The DIs are adding consistently, they are buying. And one good news is that the mutual funds and SIPs are still coming. They are little bit reduced, but on the whole, that is on. That money is coming to the mutual funds. So the DIs are having sufficient funds, so that they will come on adding as and when the market is giving a good opportunity. So if you see, we are halfway in July, and the number has last April, May, June, it was 40,000 crores, 54,000 crores, and 58,000. In mid of July, we are still at 10,000 crores. Hopefully, we will be at around 22,000 crores or something by the end of this month. So it will be about half of what was the previous 3 months, around previous 3 months. DIs are matching on a day-to-day basis. They are buying on regularly. So if the FIs are withdrawn around 10,000 crores, 7,000 crores has been added by the DIs. When will FIs re-enter in the market? One of the positive things is COVID is under control. The economy is fastest growing. The PMI index and the service sector is moving up. DIs are matching. Some of the emerging markets are very badly down. Compared to that, India is still only 13% down. The Nifty P has come to 19.8 levels. VIX has come to 17.59 levels. VIX coming down gives me a good idea that the markets will be stable and slowly and steadily it will move up. Valuations are fair and therefore definitely the FIs will be coming back soon. Okay, not much time. This is the Nifty 50 position as on 15th on Friday. So you can see this 110 was the change in one day, minus 171 in 1 week. In 1 month, it is around 357 plus. Please note this is plus. This is 0.69 is plus. So overall, the markets are, if you see in 1 year, we are at the similar levels what we were 1 year back. Okay. This is as of 8th of last week. So let us see the on the live charts. So in a week, this is the change which has happened. So utilities, power, consumer durables, energy, oil and gas, pharma, growth stocks sectors, and auto has gone up. Whereas IT, technology, once again same, IT sector has gone down. This is from the trend line. This is Nifty 50. Last week, the PE was 20. Now it has come down. Here also it was 4 point something. It has now come down to 3.9. So valuation wise, we are fairly valued. The average PE in the last 10 years is 22. And for last 5 years is 27. So we are in that fair valuation range. We are not very heavily priced. So that's a positive news. Here is the PE. Here you can see Nifty is at 15,938 levels, 1649 levels, and the PE has come down to 19.8 levels. Here the PE was very high. You can see here it was at 28 levels. It went down to this level of 20, and now it is currently over here further down at 19.8. So it is telling me very clearly that our valuations are fairly good. Nothing very difficult for the FIs to come back. They will find it attractive and definitely they will come back soon. The earnings per share, you can see the growth is happening continuously. From 774 levels, we are at 800 levels, 809. So on a quarter to quarter basis, every step we have moved up. Every quarter we have moved up. Okay, and that is how we are seeing that we are slowly and steadily going up. And that is also one of the reasons why the PE is coming down. Because it is not only the price which is going up, it is the earnings per share also is going up. Okay, here is my PB. The PB here is telling me that the Nifty 50 PB has come down from 4 point levels. Here it was at 4.12 and now it has come down to 3.87 levels. Please see here it was high. It was at the very high level of 4.61 levels. Okay, whereas Nifty was below that. So now the PB, which is price to book value, has also come down. So this is another indication which tells me that currently the Nifty is at fair valuation. Okay, some of the stocks in Nifty which are moving up, the green ones are moving up, the red ones are coming down. You can see that Bajaj Finance is down, Maruti Suzuki is up, Alcatech is down, Dr. Reddy's is up, Apollo Hospitals, Bajaj Auto up, Britannia up, Aisha Motors up, TCS, IT shares are down, paints are down, cements are down, auto, two-wheeler, three-wheeler and FMCG are up, Reliance Oil is down, Titan is down this week, but it started moving up a little bit once again. Okay, Kotak Mahindra, some of the bank stocks have started moving up. That's a good positive. You can see HDFC also, Auto Mahindra is up, Grasim, Cement, Infosys, IT, L&T, Engineering. L&T is really at the same level since a long time. Then Coal India, NTPC, they are down, but they will keep on moving in the same range. ITC is moving up, FMCG as well as cigarette company. Oil companies are down. Wipro is down. Tata Motors Auto is doing okay. State Bank of India is down. So you can see this. This is the chart of your Tata Consumers have started moving up. Okay, it is down from the beginning for last 3 months point of view, but currently it has started moving up. So that's a good position. Sun Pharma, in general, pharma is doing better this week. Let's see some of the sectors which did well this week. So here is Trade Tiger, which is from Sher Khan. The positive sectors are energy, oil and gas, pharma, healthcare, realty, consumer durables. Please understand, it is not very much high, but above 1%. Above 1% is this stocks, whereas moderate meaning near about 0 to 1%. So auto little less this week, infra less. You can see here it is positive, and these are negative. These are the light greens on the left side showing the bars. They are negative, okay, and the dark greens are the positive. So the positive ones are energy, oil and gas, pharma, healthcare. They have moved up around 2-3%, the highest being 3.59%, which is energy. Consumer durables is around 1.14%. Commodities is around 1.12%. Then this all are less than 1%, but above 0. Okay. So PSE metals, they have moved little bit above 0. Okay. Auto is the last, which is just 0.01%, nothing much. Okay. This is the next one, which is the negative sectors. Banks, private and PSU were negative. Financial services were negative. Media and IT were negative. Small caps once again have done little better than the large caps. Mid caps also done little better than the large caps. They were negative. Nifty was negative by -1.2%. IT, you can see here, IT is the worst amongst them, and financial services. Even banks were negative. You can see here, private bank, PSU banks, they all were negative. VIX is telling me that the market is showing some stability. Volatility is there, but overall the market is moving in that same range since a long time. Let us see some of the global parameters. Dow Jones Index is moving. 1 minute. Okay. So this is my 11 EMA, 31 EMA, and 200 EMA. So Dow Jones Index has moved up, but still they are below all the moving averages. SPX, once again similar, started moving positive, but they are below the moving averages. Nasdaq, similar, started moving positive, but you can see here this red line below this line. This is my Nifty 50. So if you are comparing it with Nifty 50, they have moved further badly. Okay, you can see here also it is moved, but last 2-3 days we can see there is a green bars are there, and this is the blue line is the average of the green bar. Okay, dollar index is one of the reasons why we are facing this trouble. Okay, and India is typically having the problem, and that is why the government of India has started now, decided to do trading in our imports and exports with the Indian rupee as the main currency. This is a good starting point. We'll be able to do well with the smaller countries and Asian countries, and then slowly we'll project ourselves more firmly with the bigger countries, okay, with the Europe and US. The FTSE UK index is here. The German index still down. The French index down. The Nikkei Japanese index just touching the 11 and the 31 moving average is just below in touching the VIX. The Hong Kong Shanghai is down. You can see it is below, the prices are below that moving averages. Here also the prices are below the moving averages. This is the Shanghai Kospi Korean index. All are below Nifty. You can see most of them are below Nifty. You can see everywhere except this Shanghai one, which is above. Hong Kong is above. Nikkei is just above. Crude oil is going down. They are just at the 200 moving average levels. The Brent, similar thing, 100. Crude oil was 97. Crude oil was 97. Bitcoins are going down. Gold is down. Bitcoin is around 20,000, 21,000 levels. Okay, it is moving like this continuously. The Bank Nifty, the prices are above the 11 and the 31 days moving average, but they are below the 200. There is a resistance at this levels of 35,128. So it is finding it difficult to cross this. So we'll have to wait and watch. Okay, the lower levels are somewhere near 34,000 here. The support zone is over here. The mid cap index similar to your Nifty. Small cap index similar to Nifty. You can see the Bank Nifty has moved above the Nifty. In the relative strength curve, the Bank Nifty has moved above the Nifty. That's a good sign. The banks are moving upwards. This is the mid cap 150, slightly down, but overall it is moved up from this levels of 7637. India VIX has down. It is continuously coming down, and that is a good sign that there is some kind of stability in the market. Volatility levels will be down. And further, the positive thing is India VIX has an inverse relation with the market. So definitely the Nifty 50 will go up and Sensex will go up. The PSU banks went up, and once again last 3 days they are moving down. But they are just touching the 200 days moving average, and below they are 31 and the 11 days EMA. Private banks little weak compared to this. You can see the 200 moving average is above that, whereas 31 and 11 is below. IT is bad. IT has gone down very severely. But if you see, this is the level of IT. If you see the monthly chart, okay, it went up and it is coming down at this level. This levels, there is a support which is there. So this is the monthly demand zone. So somewhere it is taking the support. If you see on the weekly chart also, the same kind of thing is seen. You can see here same support, and here also that support is there. So it has moved up all the way up, and then it has now come down to the same levels. So here it will find the support, and definitely it is coming towards the 200 days moving average. It is a matter of only 2,000 points, this zone. Metals are 200 days से ऊपर है, लेकिन 31 and 11 days EMA से नीचे है. So metals are facing trouble. Unless the government removes or reduces the excise duty on the exports, this problem is going to continue. Media is not a very favorite thing just now. Don't expect media to do very well. In fact, some of the stocks like Z and all has come down severely. Okay, so be a little careful on this media. Even though they are looking better comparatively, but media is not very strong. Energy and oil and gas, once the government removes the windfall tax or reduces it, then this sector will move up. Oil and gas, once again, similar. FMCG moving up. This sector is doing really well comparatively. And in the last 4 months, it has moved up quite a lot, 3.5 months, if you say. And it is way moving up. So this is one sector where and auto is the other sector where you will find positive things. Next week I will be talking on the FMCG whenever the next lecture is. Pharma is down. Realty is down. But realty has started moving up. You can see that slowly it has now touched to the Nifty levels, and now it will start moving up, which will be the green levels. So realty will start moving up. Maybe in 2-3 months time, we'll find realty doing well. Infra not doing so well unless the capex and the government expenditure starts. This sector is going to have problem. Commodities have come down. They have come down. The pricing has come down. Consumer durables consumption. Here is the consumption. So this is the overall positioning of the markets. Expect markets to go further down also possible. Okay, this is my Nifty. It can come down to the 15,750, 15,500 levels. This is the first level where it is going to find a support. It should not break down these levels. Okay, it is holding on to 15,700 levels since a long time, and that's a positive thing. So if it is holding it further, it is a very positive thing. It should not go below this level, and it will move in this range. Okay, unless some very severe negative news comes, it will keep on moving. But there is always a possibility that it can go down to 15,180 levels, the lower levels which it has formed around 1 month back. Around 16 June, it has come down to these levels. From there, it went back to 16,200, and now it is once again at 15,960 levels. So with this, I am closing my first session. Okay. This was on 8th of July. We are having continuously sector rotation. You can see the sectors which were there on last week is different, and the sectors which are there, negative and positive, are different. So there is a continuous sector rotation is happening. Market is moving in a consolidated manner. Range bound market. Volatility has become moderate, not very severe. India VX is coming down from 18, 19, 20 levels. It has come down to 17.59 levels. That's a positive thing. So I'm stopping my first session at this, okay? And within 2 minutes, we'll start the second session.